This is the truth about greatness. Greatness is not comfortable. It does not arrive wrapped in applause, escorted by certainty, or delivered at a convenient hour. It comes quietly at first, like a whisper in the dark, asking a question so profound that most people spend their entire lives trying not to hear it. What are you capable of becoming? That question has haunted kings and laborers, inventors and artists, dreamers and conquerors. It haunted a young Abraham Lincoln as he studied by candlelight in a log cabin. It haunted Thomas Edison as he failed his way toward light. It haunted Andrew Carnegie, a poor Scottish immigrant who would one day command an empire of steel. And if you listen carefully, beneath the noise of your daily life, beneath the distractions, beneath the excuses, it is haunting you right now. Because somewhere deep within you, there is a version of yourself that your current habits have not yet met. A stronger version, a wiser version, a wealthier version, a disciplined, courageous, relentless version. And the distance between who you are and who you could be is not measured in miles. It is measured in decisions. This is the truth about greatness. It is not inherited. It is not awarded. It is not reserved for the lucky, the privileged, or the naturally gifted. Greatness is built, forged in the furnace of adversity, sharpened by rejection, polished through discipline, and paid for with sacrifice. Every giant you admire once stood exactly where you stand now, uncertain, unproven, and invisible to the world. The difference is that they refused to remain there. They acted. Not because they felt fearless, but because they understood that courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is action in its presence. The battlefield of greatness has never been the marketplace, the courtroom, the boardroom, or the stage. It has always been the mind. Napoleon Hill spent more than 2 decades interviewing the wealthiest men of his time, and he discovered something extraordinary. Their fortunes differed, their industries varied, their personalities clashed, but beneath every achievement was a common foundation. They first conquered their thoughts. Because the mind is a kingdom, and either you rule it or it rules you. Most people surrender control without realizing it. They allow doubt to become governor, fear to become advisor, and comfort to become king. Then they wonder why their lives resemble prisons. A prison built not of iron bars, but of limiting beliefs. I am not smart enough. I am too old. I missed my chance. People like me don't succeed. Who taught you that? Who convinced you that your future must resemble your past? The greatest chains are the ones no one can see. And the first act of greatness is breaking them. Henry Ford once said that whether you think you can or think you can't, you're right. He understood that belief is not merely a feeling, it is a command. Your subconscious mind listens to every instruction you repeatedly give it. Speak weakness, and it will obey. Speak possibility, and it will mobilize. This is why your internal dialogue matters more than any external circumstance. A man can survive poverty with the right mindset. A man cannot survive prosperity with the wrong one. The outer world always mirrors the inner one. If you want to transform your bank account, transform your beliefs. If you want to transform your relationships, transform your standards. If you want to transform your life, transform the story you tell yourself about who you are. Because identity is destiny. The oak tree does not struggle to produce acorns. It simply acts according to its nature. Likewise, a person who sees themselves as disciplined will act with discipline. A person who identifies as resilient will endure hardship differently. A person who believes they are destined for excellence will reject mediocrity instinctively. You do not rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your identity. That is why greatness begins with vision, not vague desire, not fleeting ambition. Vision. A clear, compelling, emotionally charged picture of the future so vivid that your present circumstances lose their power to discourage you. Walt Disney saw Disneyland long before a single brick was laid. Investors saw an empty field. Disney saw families, laughter, wonder, and magic. He did not merely imagine it. He inhabited it. That is the power of vision. It allows you to live in tomorrow while building today. Without vision, effort becomes exhausting. With vision, sacrifice becomes meaningful. The world is full of people working hard toward goals they do not deeply care about. They burn out not because they lack energy, but because they lack emotional connection. A man can endure almost any hardship if he knows why he is enduring it. Purpose turns pain into progress. Purpose transforms obstacles into stepping stones. Purpose is what keeps you moving when motivation has abandoned you. And motivation will abandon you. There will be mornings when your ambition sleeps later than your alarm clock. There will be nights when the dream feels distant, when the world seems indifferent, when every part of you begs for comfort instead of challenge. That is where greatness separates itself from potential.